What's up guys, and welcome back to Race Stop. Today in this video, as you can see on the driver's side, I went ahead and installed the fiberglass over fenders that I had sitting in the garage for a few years. I really didn't want to go this route, but it would be easier to get the car finished by just throwing these overs on, painting them, body working them, and calling it a day. The reason I really did this is because I picked up these rear hatch quarters and they have the same dimensions on the way down, maybe just a little bit off on the bottom portions. This should be the same, but this side is a little bit different than the coupe. But I'm not going to be using basically the whole piece of anything. I'm just going to be cutting the section that is messed up on my car, and then we can go back to stock body. But I'm using the over fenders to kind of cover up my work, and the car won't look so ugly while it sits. But that's the plan, and we're just gonna hop right into it, throw the other over on, and then we'll take it back off and then get to work. Okay, so I went ahead and took the over fender back off, and I'm gonna figure out what I need to do to repair this stuff while I'm using the over fenders over this ugly work that I'm gonna be doing, and then hopefully we can go back to stock body, because I really do prefer the stock body, and I think we can fix this. I'm gonna be as minimalistic as I can here in cutting, because not a lot of metal is actually bad. There's about metal bad until this line at the top, but I'm gonna go ahead and take like a quarter of this fender here and then come down to about here, just that section out, and we'll see what we can do with it after that. Okay, so I went ahead and cut a piece off of the bondoed quarters and sanded off all the bondo, so that way we can kind of get a shape in here to where I can replace just this portion, and then I can go down here and replace just this portion, and then I can go ahead and replace this portion. Now, nothing's gonna be perfect, especially right off the bat. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and use those overs to cover the ugliness, however long it takes for me to fix these quarters. All right, so I got the piece pretty well knocked up. It'll kind of somewhat sit like that. And then obviously I'll need some body work done and stuff, but that's why we're gonna have those overs, and we won't have to see that for the time being. Alright, and with that, the top portion of the fender is now somewhat repaired. It's decently flat, so all I'll have to do is add a light little layer of bondo over that, and this part will be good. Now I have to get this portion and this little portion here eventually, but I think I'm going to call it for today on this portion of the passenger fender. And I'll continue to get this little section, and then we'll move over to the other side another day. Got another day with more welding work. We're gonna go ahead and fix this corner panel here and the rest of the fender lip. So let's get to chopping this little piece out. After a little bit of welding, we're almost done. I just need to make this small little piece here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grind it all up. Another day once again. Last night I went ahead and finished up the patches. As you can see, it looks pretty nice. Just except for obviously the beads, we're gonna go ahead and grind it down now and get this somewhat flat. That way we can do the rest of the bodywork up along the side of the fender as well. So let's hop right into it today. Alright, so I have the surface all grinded and prepped. All I gotta do is some body work on this side, and I'm gonna bend this little lip in here to get this nice flat piece here. Just gonna go a little bit, and this side should be pretty good. Let's hit it with some Bondo now. So now that we got the other side all bonded up, we're waiting for that to dry. We can go ahead and start cutting the driver's side portion out and welding in the new piece so we could get started on the bodywork here as well. And then we can sand both sides and finally wrap this up. Just grinded down the surface on the driver quarter, and now I'm gonna go ahead and lather some Bondo on there so we can get this thing looking nice and flat. Now that that nice little layer of Bondo is laid, you can go ahead and pull this tape off. And now we have a perfect area to go ahead and sand when this dries. Starting with the spot putty on the quarters now. We're pretty much about finished up here. Looks pretty dang good for being a repair. I'm no professional, so nothing's gonna be perfect. But both sides are looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. We're gonna keep on sanding, priming, sanding until it's good enough, and then eventually the whole car will have a redo. So with that, the quarters are now painted, and we are now done with the repair video on the rear quarters of the S13. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.